We start with first things first. We'll discuss the tools we'll use, then walk through how to set up and run an Angular application. Next, we dive into components. We'll build the app component using a simple template and minimal component code and metadata. We'll see how to build the user interface for our application using templates, interpolation, and directives. We'll power up that user interface with data binding and nicely format our data with pipes. Then we tackle some additional component techniques. We'll define something called interfaces, encapsulate styles, and leverage lifecycle hooks to build better components. We'll see how to build a component designed to be nested within other components and how to communicate between the nested component and its container. We often have logic or data that is needed across components. We'll learn how to build services specifically for this purpose and use dependency injection to inject those services into the components that need them. Most web applications need to communicate with a backend server to get or post data and to execute backend business logic. In this module, we'll leverage HTTP to retrieve the data for our application. Our sample application displays multiple views. We'll see how to set up routing to navigate between those views. Next is Angular modules. We'll learn about and use the root Angular module throughout this course, but as the application grows, we want to separate its concerns. This course module reviews the basics of Angular modules and refactors our application into logical blocks using multiple Angular modules. Through the majority of this course, we create our components and other code manually, but spoiler alert, there is an easier way. We'll learn how to use the Angular CLI to build, test, and deploy our application. We're covering a lot of territory, but by the end of our trek, you'll have the basics you need to build your own Angular applications. Let's start our journey through Angular.